So yeah, the Bite of '87 was inspired by this Disney fiasco we're about to talk about. So if you didn't tune into last week, tune into last week to get the cliffhanger for the thing we're talking about right now.
Well, yeah, it's similar to the Bite of '76 in the way that it's about a person, me, and and there's a
You,
place, and something happens.
here.
But instead of a bad thing, it's more like a series of minor inconveniences that lead up to a nice thing. I was going to CTN Expo in 2016. And CTN Expo is a big animation conference they hold in Burbank, California. That's the suburb of LA, where a lot of animation is and a lot of TV studios are. They hold it at the Burbank Airport Marriott, and it's a big conference where artists from all over the industry, but also all over the world, come and they talk to people in the animation industry. They have tables and booths like at a Comic Con, and the studios come and they showcase their new upcoming projects. So like DreamWorks will have a night where they'll announce their new projects, and then Disney will. So
How does that
that
work?
sort
Is
of
it
thing.
some kind of conference? They'll have join us
Yeah.
in this such and such meeting hall.
Yes, yes. It's
Yeah.
held at the
Okay.
big, yeah, convention hotel. And I haven't been since the pandemic, obviously, but it's never been run great. They haven't been doing it that long. It runs fine, but there are a lot of little things that can be very difficult if you're not already staying at the Burbank Airport Marriott where the convention is. So we had a room there, though, luckily. So this is the first time I've been there. We just land in Burbank, and it's really like right across from the Bob Hope Airport there, and already it's kind of difficult to get in there, even though it's right across the street, just the way the streets are, and parking is a fiasco. But we are actual hotel guests as well. So we get to the room, it's fine, but things are cutting it close. I got into a raffle, and I was supposed to go to a special screening. We don't know what it was, but it was a preview night thing at Disney Studios. So Disney Studios is about 20 minutes from the hotel, and obviously, I don't have a car or anything. Um, we had the rental, but I'm not the one driving it. My mom and my brother are with me because we also we're seeing family after that on that trip. Because keep in mind, they have this right before Thanksgiving,
Right.
so it's already a chaotic time to travel. And we were supposed to have shuttles pick us up at the hotel lobby, me and a bunch of other people at the convention who got into this thing to take us to Disney. But the shuttles were supposed to arrive, I think, at 7. They show up, I think, at like 6:50. They take a few people and go, and that's before I'm even downstairs. So I'm with a big group of people who are waiting for the shuttles that are never coming. And so we all had to scramble to get Ubers. I got an Uber with this nice, this nice group of strangers. This one girl who's actually a really good um, background artist out there named Bonnie Branson, I think. Really
Shout out
nice.
to
I
Bonnie
got an
Shout
Uber
Branson
with
for
out.
the
her.
Uber
Yes,
ride.
yes,
You know what I'm
shout out
saying,
to
Friend
Bonnie
of
her.
the show.
Branson.
Friend of the show. Um, and so we went over to Disney, and it is pretty cool. So you go to Disney Studios, and there's the animation building, and a big wizard Mickey hat, the one from Sorcerer's
Yes.
Apprentice. It has that. And then across Ventura, then you have like the whole Disney backlot. So you have the tall ABC building, right there.
We,
What was that, Josh?
you all right? Just
Delivery.
quick order here.
You go. So,
Dom's just like,
well,
you know what? I'm done.
you know what?
Never mind.
No, that just reminds me because in the story, so we had just gotten off the flight and we had to cut it close, so I didn't even get to eat yet, so I was starving.
What'd you say?
Um, so when we get to,
You you forget something? You forget something?
does he
Okay.
want to get on? Does he want to get in on the new
He's
guest?
welcome. Always welcome.
So, all right, are
But
we
yeah,
good? Do you have
big
your snacks?
go, no, go ahead. I think he left. Did he leave? All right.
Yeah.
Keep-
He's cool. Yeah, keep
Oh.
going. I'm just doing unpackaging episode on the side. Unboxing, unveiling. It's just my phone case. I ordered a new one.
Oh, okay, your
Oh,
delivery. I
that
thought you
kind
ordered
of.
food.
I thought it got food.
Oh no! Like
The same.
I am hungry, but that's for later. But anyway, keep going.
Just a quick new case.
Okay,
Anyway,
well,
but,
thank you to our new friend, the delivery man, on the show.
Third
No, I was
guest.
gonna say there's not a whole lot to tell. Honestly, I don't know why we hyped it up as the main event, but it was a neat night because when we did get to Disney, the back lot, they have a big theater, and we got to see an early screening of a few of their cartoons on TV, and then we got an early screening of Moana,
Very cool.
and that was cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
before the world got to sing those songs and be with the Rock, Homeboy was with them first.
yeah. I got to saw it with the large group of animation enthusiasts, and it was cool. I
He met
met
the
a few people who
Illuminati.
worked on it, and yes, and the Illuminati as well. I can't talk about that part, but
Talk about that.
at the end of the trip, actually, so my brother got into a raffle that was a tour of the Disney studio, of the animation building, not the whole back lot. I I didn't get into that one, but some people didn't show up for that because it was at the end of the convention, so I just got to go anyway. They make you sign an NDA, so you can't talk about some of the
Right.
things you see, but honestly, they didn't really show us anything that was a secret. It's a nice building. They theme a lot of decorations around whatever their latest big movie was. So again, Moana had just come out, so the bathroom on the doors, like on the men's room, it's Maui, and on the women's room, it's Moana. You know, like their silhouettes,
Hmm.
and great.
Really going all out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They sure do. It looks like a nice, cushy place to work. You get to see John Lasseter's office
Cushy.
before he was, given the boot. It's
Given
full
the
of like. It was full of toys, and I mean, he's the Toy Story guy. Makes sense. They have a big cabinet with all their and they
With
do
all their
have like
what? You cut off. What,
NDA,
I need to know. All their
NDA. He
what?
signed. It's the NDA
Oh,
censorship.
oh,
NDA
oh,
they
oh,
have
censorship.
they have the
Never mind. Never mind.
their
Move
big
on.
cabinet with all the Walt Disney's head. No, it's no, it's just their Oscars, so it's cool. Now I don't
Nice.
know if it's all the real ones, but yeah, they have them like in a big case. All their Academy Awards, which is fun. I mean, they win a lot because they own ABC, who hosts the Academy Awards. So
Is it really theirs then?
right, that's what I mean. Um, but let me think what else. Oh, so there is a little bungalow on the lot. Now it's not in the
What?
animation building, but there's a
A
little
bungalow.
bungalow they moved to the studio lot, and it used to be Walt's
I wanted him
office.
to say bungalow. I just wanted him to say bungalow.
Yeah, I didn't get to see Walt's old office though.
Dang. That would
Yeah,
be
I did.
sick.
Keep that under wraps or
Yeah,
what?
touch that juju.
Well, you can't mess with the thing, If it's like
Pecking
if you
order?
touch the desk, like
Yeah.
like they come out like the
Fine.
batons
Big
and
fine, yeah.
they break
Mickey
your
will eat
hand.
ya.
They'll feed you to the mouse. Um,
Oh,
well,
okay.
so yeah, the original Disney Studios was actually down in Silver Lake. That was the one where they made like Sleeping Beauty, or not Sleeping Beauty. I'm sorry, Snow White. Way
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, Sleeping Beauty was the 50s. Snow White was the
Come on.
30s. That was the one. Yeah, they made down in Silver. Don't think that is still. They made the big Burbank ones in like the 40s, and it was meant to be like what was one of those guys who was like he was like kind of precursor to a lot of these like Silicon Valley types where they're like, you're gonna live at work.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it'll literally be a community. You have everything. You have a gym. You have a restaurant. You have this. Like I'm making a world for you. And they're like, no, it's okay. We want lives outside of work. And he's like, why?
Don't you see what I've done for you?
Yeah, he was real into like building utopias
Yo,
and like towns and stuff.
speaking of, I heard of this thing at work where there's like a system where you can look up organic farms around the world and volunteer to work there, and they offer room and board as payment. So you work on these
Wow.
farms and you go from farm to farm. You can travel the world doing that. But I'm just
Wow.
like, isn't that kind of like indentured servitude? Like, how much would you want to be like willing to like work all day on a farm and they'd be like, all right, let's hit the scene of the city at like 5 p.m. Like,
I was gonna be like, checkmate homelessness.
right, exactly. Like you think like,
Well,
yeah, it's basically like luxury homelessness.
yeah, well, it does remind me of like Grapes of Wrath. Remember when they're like, this is like Dust Bowl, Great Depression, and they go out to California to be basically, I mean, barely above slave wage, like fruit pickers.
Yeah,
You know, yeah. Now those are mostly, obviously immigrants, but
yeah.
yeah. But back then it was like poor people from Oklahoma. It's like great, yeah, you can pick grapes and oranges for 10 cents a day, and you will live in company shanty town, and yeah.
What a way to live.
That will be your life.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I don't know,
And they're
like
like,
I mean, like it just sounds
Not
like
good.
luxury. It sounds like I don't know. Everyone's so obsessed with
mhm.
traveling, and I mean, like traveling's all obviously cool and all, but you got to do it right. Like,
Yeah, travel in of itself, I mean, unless traveling is comfortable, it's not like
yeah,
there's a
like you're
big
just going to
difference.
go to
Yeah,
work in France. Like that's all you're doing is working in France, and then
that's
like
what I
buying bare
mean.
essentials. Like, wow, what a vacation.
Yeah, their type of travel is not the same as like how influencers or like MySpace Tom as a travel
Yeah.
photographer gets to
Hmm.
travel.
Exactly. Completely free on their own. Be their own master of their where they do and what they do.
To be honest, maybe it's because I hate flying, but travel for work seems exhausting unless your job that you travel for work for is like, I'm a hotel critic. I go and I stay at the
Oh, that'd be
nicest
great.
resorts and hotels and I review them. That would be
But you know
sweet.
what?
Yeah.
I bring my golf clubs with me anyway, just in case. You know? Might be a business meeting on the course. Pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Might
Like I
make
mean,
one.
like I have to disagree a little bit there because
Off a
I
building.
always like I don't know like I after actually now I might agree more after going over to like England and whatnot like that 12 hour flight
But
was
that wasn't
crazy.
for work.
It wasn't
Oh,
yeah it was but I was riding in coach like if I was riding in business class or
Yeah.
first class where I could
yeah,
spread my feet out maybe it'd
right.
be different but
Hmm.
yeah
I'm planning a trip to
but even
Texas next
that
summer.
okay that's dope
Ooh,
like you
exotic Texas.
I've come to figure out you just got to go by yourself if you want to travel because I went on a group and it
Mhm.
was okay, but like everything's so like lined up and you feel kind of helpless but to just walk with the group. Like I thought like
Yeah,
when I got there I'm like okay you guys are gonna do your thing but I'm gonna branch out and I'm gonna explore the city but then I'll realize like oh crap if I leave this travel guide I don't know how to get back and the bus leaves at a certain time and I'll be stuck in the city if I don't.
that's the thing with those
Yeah.
tours, because you're like, well, what if I want to stay at an area longer? Like, what if I like this place, and what if I just want to go this way?
Yeah.
Plus, you're in and out of a place so quick, you don't always get the flavor of a place. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
The
Mhm.
full experience.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, well, you get it a little bit, obviously, from seeing it. It's better than not seeing it. But sometimes, like when you stay in one place for a little longer, you get your bearings a little better, and you
Yes.
really get to know it a little better. Yeah, like when we were in Italy that one time, I didn't. We did think about like, oh, should we cram in like Venice or Rome? But honestly, we just stayed in Florence longer because we really liked it there, and there was a lot to
Sure.
see just even in Florence, which is it's a big city, but not nearly as big as Rome. Like you can go to Rome and spend 2-3 weeks there easily and not run out of stuff to do or see.
Sure.
That's sick.
I feel the same way, a little less exotic about Chicago. When I lived there for 3 months, I got a feel for the city. I did a lot of the usual stuff that tourists would want to go see, within the first month, and then, spent the next 2 getting used to things.
Yeah, exactly.
It was an experience. I'm glad that excited you so much that you had to yawn after I just finished my story there. We're respectful, and
I'm sorry, we pull hard hours here at the Koala Bear Gang. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we do these late out.
It's been a long week
for y'all, man. It really has been a long week, but it's crazy because you guys know that the world is spinning a second faster. Don't want to don't want to alarm the public, but scientists found out that for the first time in human history, the Earth is rotating to a point where we lose a second in our day.
I knew it. I think we've been feeling that.
Yeah.
There's less time.
Time is moving faster. Time is literally moving faster by a second. I don't know if it's accelerating, but it's at a second. I don't know if it's slowed down since. But I read that the other day, and I was like, aha, I knew it. I knew I wasn't just, like, growing old, even though it is a part of it.
No. It's the Earth. It's not just you. It's the science behind it.
Yeah, we were being gaslit by aging. They're like, oh, that's just how time is. But no, the whole time it's been the Earth. Yeah.
That's all it is.
The Earth, man. Why are you doing this, Earth? Why are you spinning so fast? Slow down, man. What are you doing? Take your time. That's probably why we got climate change.
What's the hurry?
Keep moving the seasons too fast, man.
Down.
Slow your bitch ass
down.
Yeah,
the good seasons never last long enough. It's like spring and fall, everyone's favorites. It's you get 2 weeks of that.
Like here where we reside, in the area we reside, we had good weather last weekend, and then this weekend, I don't know if you guys caught it, but there's a lot of rain.
A lot of rain. I thought we were just about to get another storm here.
Yeah.
But actually, it's been a pretty mild August. It's usually really hot.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, and I think it's going to keep battling like this until October. Then October is going to get smacked with the slurry stuff, but it's going to be okay. I mean, we're used to it by now, living in the area we live at. It just comes with the package. That's why we try to make it so we can go live on that coastal life, even though California is sinking.
It looks like though this fall I'm gonna be gone. I can still do the podcast though, of course, but I'll be down in Florida.
Hey,
staying there for a while.
That's dope.
For a couple months.
Fucking relations.
Well, trust me, it's not like a full. We're not going to Disney World. Anything like that, but yeah. So I guess I'll have to skip fall this year, which is a shame because fall is beautiful where we live.
It is.
Like I kind of wish
we've got a lot of trees.
My girlfriend, she has a remote job, and so I kind of wish I had a remote job. So like, what's it called? I think she told me what it's called, like being like something where you just like leave. You go to warm places all the time. You basically go on vacation, but work from remote in the day. Then see that's a better way to do, not being an indentured servant.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think, obviously, if you have some people like having a place to go to work. I was working at home before the pandemic, and I do like it for the most part. It is convenient, but sometimes you do miss like having a place to go that's separate doing work. Like when you're working in your room, in your home office all the time, you will go a long time without leaving your house.
There's a blending there.
Right.
Yeah, I do like having the fact that I like have a lab.
Jonathan knocking on your door.
Well, the biggest perk is sleeping in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't sleep in real late, but I'm not woken up by an alarm.
Got my 2 alarms ready to go for tomorrow.
And like you said, like the travel thing, like if I can go and I can take my work with me, which in this case I can, I have a smaller tablet I can travel with. I'll still be working, but I can go somewhere warm. But I'll be back in December, so I'll be back just in time for a nice winter.
You know what? That'll be nice though to have that different, kind of refamiliarize yourself with a crowd, maybe.
Hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how I
Be
felt
immersed.
going to Chicago this summer. Was like, oh my gosh, this
You didn't go
busyness.
during Lala, did you?
No, it was the fourth though, so that I saw the Navy Pier fireworks,
Oh, okay.
which was really cool.
That Navy
Did you
Pier,
hold the
yeah.
sparkler?
Lost my glasses, but just recently got these bad boys back.
I like them.
It was a good trip though. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, I remember that trip now.
Yeah.
You know,
Listen, well,
the thing
there's
about
been
that is,
several epiphanies since then, so
yeah.
we can talk about it after.
Yo, what
Off air.
what else is happening in the world right now?
What isn't happening in the world right now?
You know, Russia.
What's their rush?
Oh, bushfires put Western Australia
Hey.
on high alert, so Australia must be on fire again.
Oh, I remember right before
Oh,
the pandemic. Remember they were having those
great.
Australia was on
huge
fire.
wildfires.
No, it is August though, so it is the season for it.
You know.
Yeah, I remember right before the pandemic. We all forgot because
Mm-hmm.
right after, but like at that
It
like
was like
Oscars
February,
ceremony,
January.
yeah, they were like because that's their summer,
Right, exactly. Yeah.
which is weird to me. That would drive me nuts. They're like, oh, it's January, it's so hot.
Mm.
Feels wrong to me. Like I don't know, like Christmas in the summer feels fundamentally wrong.
But you go to Antarctica in the summertime, and you're, probably their winter or something.
I think it's always winter in Antarctica.
Yeah, for
But
real.
Well,
uh, yeah, thing with Australia and California is like this. It's like
desert climate.
we really like living in the Midwest are spared the scary natural events. Like tornadoes can be really scary, but we're used to them.
Earthquakes,
Yeah, like we don't get earthquakes, we
fires.
don't we don't get fires like California, and we don't get
Well,
hurricanes.
or anywhere over there. There's other places in the West Coast besides California.
Oh, you're right, you're right. And in
I mean, Oregon and Washington, do they have fires?
they have seasonal depression
Yeah, I feel like they don't
Mm.
have fires.
all year round because it's cloudy and
I would live
no,
over there in
actually,
Oregon or Washington. To be
they do
honest,
get
they got
actually
Or
bad.
legalized over there, so I would be over there.
They
well,
do get bad fires, but
there you
not
go.
usually on like the coastal part, more like in the mountainous part,
Hmm.
or it's drier. Yeah, because I know it's very rainy in like Seattle, Vancouver, Portland. I've never been over there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it though. Pretty.
Yeah, I've never been to Oregon, and it's Oregon, not Oregon. All the people that say that are weird.
Oregon
Oregon
sounds
Trail.
like a Digimon.
Yeah, it
Oregon.
does. It's just like a Digimon. Oregon.
And it's an origami paper like folding. All right,
Hey,
but yeah,
did you
All
Oregon's
right,
cool.
we'll edit that out.
do you guys know like the Digimon Digital Monsters Digimon are the champions? That's the theme
Is
song.
this new? Is this news? Are we still talking about news?
Yeah, Digimon
What's
are the.
going on with the world?
That's the lyrics. So it's the
Well,
news.
everyone knows in the '90s that a nuclear bomb almost dropped on Japan, but they stopped it in time.
The Digimon.
Remember when it landed in the remember the Digimon movie when the missile landed in the lake safely?
Oh
Like after
no!
shooting.
But those
I
movies were
remember the
intense, yo.
movie, watching that. I remember watching that at my friend's house in like 2000, and
Yeah.
we're watching
Yeah,
it. It's got Bare Naked Ladies on the soundtrack. There's an Angela
Hitchman.
Anna. You had to watch the Angela Anaconda short before the
Oh
movie.
my god.
Remember that? That was
Angela
before it.
Digivolve 2.
Annoying.
Angela Mon.
I remember that. I remember.
Ew.
I
Just
felt
the
so
worst.
epic to me as a kid, especially the second part with uh, the
Oh
computer
yeah.
monster, and but what I
Chemical
mainly
deployment.
remember, yes, but I mainly the bare naked ladies montage, where what's his name, Ty,
Ty
It's
threw up
Ty.
in her hat.
Yes, I always remember that line. He's like, "I'm sorry, I threw up in your hat."
It's been with
Look at me.
a little montage and somebody's like running through the city and yeah, that was great. That was great.
Oh gosh, what a time capsule that was.
Oh my God! Please
Yeah.
no.
Oh, core
Oh
memory unlocked, right?
yeah, and the voices, like everyone's voice is so shrill.
That's the thing, is there's not enough on that animation.
This is disgusting. I
Talk
hate.
about style, am I right?
It's so weird.
The Digimon.
Hell no.
I'm like, we know these kids who watch this movie are nerds. Give half of them glasses.
They have
the
like
real
adult
face
hair.
models? Where are like the real
They
face
have,
models
like-
for these kids now? Unless they were completely illustrated, but they look like they were like composited from photographs
Yeah,
of real kids.
without their permission.
Gives it a
Without their
creepy
permission.
factor to it.
What if they like really were like black and white
All
photos?
right.
It's like kids from like the Great Depression who are like
Oh
90
God.
now.
It's fair use. It's been long enough. It's fair use.
Right. Find out it's like a real kid like out there from like
Jesus.
the Dust Bowl, and it's like, yeah, she's buried like here. She died in 1995.
Right before the Digimon movie came out.
Oh my God.
Exactly, so they could use it.
That reminds me of like. That makes me sad.
That reminds me
really
of sadness.
We got really old neighbors.
Do you guys
here.
remember the Littlefoot movies?
Oh, Land
Oh,
Before Time.
Land Before
yeah.
Time is
Land Before Time, whatever it's called.
the
Speaking
first
of
one
old.
is in my opinion, amazing. But maybe it's
Yeah.
nostalgia glasses. But the first one is awesome.
No, it's good. I watched it
holds
not that
up.
long ago, and
Same.
Don Bluth. It's got that good Don Bluth animation, and obviously the others were, they were straight to video, so the animation wasn't as good. But I had some of those straight to video ones, and I like
Me too.
it.
One
Yeah,
bird had only a
Here we
single
go.
their last hope.
the animation. Yeah, I just love that.
And then it's like the
Yeah.
animation didn't get as smooth as this for the other ones. Like this is so smooth.
Right.
And the other ones, like the second and third
More
one, I think are
frames.
good stories, but they're just not as good to look at as this one
Well, this
is.
is the one where his mom like was killed. Like this was the
Yeah.
real. It's funny
The
because
real story.
I saw some of the direct-to-video ones first, and then I saw this one. Wait, this is where I started to learn the difference between lower budget animation and feature animation, and I'm like, why does this one look like this? Like, why does this one look more expressive? And also, it's shot on film, so it has that grainy look.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
What year was this? Was this 87?
88.
86? Oh, 88. There we go. Yeah.
And of course, a Spielberg original as well.
Yeah, so Spielberg produced, because it was Amblin, Don Bluth, worked for. Oh, you gotta do the animation of and he eats the grass. It makes it look so good.
Oh yeah.
like
It's right at
It made you
near the
want-
start though. Oh okay.
Is it at
It's
the
not
start?
right near the start. It's like
Oh, you're talking about one they find.
spike. Yeah, like when they spike. Yeah. Oh, it's not. Yeah, the tree star. Yeah, Spike eats the.
Oh
grass.
yeah, he makes it
looks
look like spaghetti or something.
Yeah, as a kid, it makes you want to eat like a giant salad.
I don't know why this person's like making the
It's probably a copyright thing, so they don't get it taken down.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
making
It
me
makes it
hungry
look- it's just-
actually.
She's just chowing on it.
It's shout out to Spike, man, because Spike low key
Work.
he's an OG, man. Like people don't talk about Spike enough, man. He put his life on the line for that crew so many times,
Always
man.
said that.
Spike and Sarah was an OG too, even though she was a tsundere.
Sarah. Yeah, Sarah was totally the tsundere.
Yeah, I always say that wrong.
What?
The tsundere. You know, it's a term in like anime, like for a girl who likes the main character act like she doesn't.
Yeah, who's mean to him, but yes,
Is
secretly likes him.
Hinata a tsundere?
Hinata? No,
Um,
Hinata would be like a simp for Naruto. She made it pretty obvious.
Helga and Hey Arnold is a tsundere.
Tamaru might be a
Oh.
tsundere for Shikamaru, but they really didn't show that enough for us to confirm that. But I can't imagine her being so like acquiesced to him before they got married.
Yeah, probably not.
She's probably a tsundere.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, was it? Have you ever seen the ending of School Days?
Oh, the Spike Lee movie?
No, the anime.
Oh, no.
School Days?
Yeah, I never watched this anime, but I was shown this ending. It's like a slice of life anime.
Then that'd be why I haven't seen it.
Yeah, right.
Shonen only.
Oh, this is one of those where they have like the really
Uh-oh.
weird eyes.
Yeah, those the 90s Inuyasha look.
It's like the
no.
delay. Yeah, the boat's got
It does the music though. People do not know at all why the anime ends this way because they were all like friends, and it's like a comedy / slice of life, and then it just ends this way.
Well,
Only they would do something this unhinged.
took a turn there.
So yeah, that's
What are
anime
they
for
doing
you.
over
Show that to
there?
all your people who ask you, "What's anime?" Just show that.
And you're like, it's that. That's what kids love these days.
It's big eyes and blood spurting out in fountains.
And a girl maniacally laughing over all of it. Committing murder in broad daylight on a bridge, the most
The
unescapable
music is like easy listening.
thing in the world.
Right.
Holy crap.
Oh,
That's something you can expect.
Man, let me tell you something, man.
Yeah, tell
What?
me some.
Please.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think, though, because, like, speaking of anime, did you know that Demon Slayer movie is, like, the best-selling movie out of Japan? It beat Spirited Away.
It broke records. I think it's because it's a canon part of the story, and usually those anime movies aren't.
Does it
I think that's
deserve
why
that?
it's so Probably
I
not.
kind of fell off of My Hero.
Yeah,
It
season
got a
4
little
wasn't that
repetitive
intriguing.
for me. What?
Season 4 wasn't that intriguing because they spent the first half doing freaking Class A versus Class B. And I'm like, this is cool because you want to show off what Class B can do. I get it before they actually have
Right.
to fight. But at the same time, this took like 12 episodes. And then the other 12
Right.
was too much talking about this thing called the Meta Liberation Army. But
Yeah.
people say that people that read the manga say that now it's about to become really dope and it's going to become a whole different anime.
That's what I've heard too.
Like
That's
it's
what
like
I've heard,
it's
too.
not.
It's about to get really, really good again.
It's about to get really good and really dark. I heard. He said the people that you love are gonna die, and things like that. Like,
Well, a character I don't love, the character that said probably dies. I'm like, good.
so I,
was like,
I have a feeling a lot of the Class B people are gonna be sacrificial lambs. I feel like that's
well,
gonna
that's what
happen
they're for.
because I mean,
Bring
like,
it on.
but yeah,
They work at it.
I
It's
mean,
like,
that's what
sorry,
they
should have been in
deserve,
Class A.
Yeah, it should have been in Class A. They categorized you. They should have made it Class A and Class 1.
So they can both feel special.
Yeah, so Class A and B.
I imagine like being in Class B. Like, here's the thing, and anything else, Class B would have been like the main characters because we like underdogs.
Yeah.
Japan's- No.
Yeah, Japan's
Like,
too,
people
like,
who are good
no,
at
the main
things.
character is going to be in Class A, and even though they're both even, Class A's powers are definitely the strongest, and they have more, like, all the people that were, like, recommended, like, I know if
Yeah.
this part of the podcast is not going to make sense unless you know My Hero, but all the people that were recommended to UA are way doper in Class A versus the ones that are recommended and put into Class B. It's like, yeah, you're recommended, but you probably will still end up being just a mid hero. So
Yeah, exactly. It's all like
Class
very
A's, like,
predetermined, and then like the criteria is purely about like powers and potential. It's not like about character at all. Your character can be like, I like my powers and I want to kill people. They're like, put him in class A.
and your like teacher's way more experienced
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
compared to like their teacher who's like a classic hero, and this guy's like a private agent hero, like who does like underground work and like so like they like definitely know. Oh yeah, let's this is different. You guys are B class, but yeah.
Like one of the like teachers is the dominatrix, just straight up, and they're like, yeah, this is fine.
This is fine for
This is
them.
completely normal. It's a quirk. It's a quirk.
Yeah. I like how it's like, oh, ever since we had these quirks and we made up all these
Yeah.
personas and costumes, you could just become a stripper and monetize that. Like only
Like the
Yeah.
students get
Just
attacked
a
by
pervert.
real villains every semester, and the parents are like, this is fine.
Yeah,
Send them
live
away.
with them. Go live with them. They're now
Yeah.
they're legal guardians now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what? I think the way you're going to be safe is if you live on campus full time.
All together in the same exact place.
Yeah.
Where if one of you dies, you're probably all gonna die.
We build a whole they build a whole fake city just for you guys to blow up. You fight real robots for your entrance exam.
Right.
Oh,
And we don't
God.
send those out.
All the budgets on that.
We don't send those robots out to fight villains. We just use those for tests. Imagine that
The
giant
teachers-
robot that Deku had to hit in the second episode. If you just send that out on half the villains that happen, like, well, what would they do against that? Why don't you do that?
Probably round up most of them.
Found a plot hole. That's why it's not as good as
And that's why this
Naruto.
anime sucks.
Thanks for watching.
I always wondered this too, whether it's like My Hero or Harry Potter. Like, are they learning like the too? Like, if you go up to one of like the My Hero characters or like someone at Hogwarts, and you're like, yeah, it's long division. What?
Yeah, right.
What are you talking about? Like, we don't need that.
So we don't need that to we'll divide our enemies in half.
Like,
we have
yeah,
calculation
we're
spells,
killers.
calculator spells. Well, most of our attack spells are beams of light that are going to hit a wide area, so we don't really have to calculate anything. We just got to keep shooting.
Yeah, exactly. It's all beams of.
Beams of
Of
light.
energy.
I mean, I haven't really watched Harry Potter, but what I've watched usually, the scenes I've watched, it's usually someone walking aggressively forward and doing this, and stabbing their wand forward, and then like a gun, like. Pff, pff. So someone should
especially
actually.
in the last movies, they basically become like guns.
If someone
But
should
these
like
schools-
edit like gun sounds on all those
These
scenes.
schools don't have guidance
has to be
counselors
big.
either. It's like we're taking a bunch of like teenagers, the most emotionally unstable, group in the world. I'm like, okay, we're gonna show you guys how to effective killers power, and we're not gonna have any counselors. You're gonna be away from your families, and yeah,
And
you will be
have
in
to
danger
wear-
frequently.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have like rules that we won't know anything about.
Hold on, I lost my audio.
Oh,
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you fine.
Okay,
yeah.
all right, I'm back.
Nice.
Well, you know what, Tim? I'm actually getting ready to go soon.
Yeah, I was about to say like
lunch.
I was about to say like this. We could wrap this episode up. I think.
We had
Should
some
I-
good conversations.
Should I take my
but-
headphones
Yeah.
off?
After you
Yeah,
tell
you
them
should
who
get
you
out.
are.
Should
After
I?
you do your sign off, yeah.
Should I go? Should I get up and leave?
Yeah, it's in the middle of it. Yeah,
Because if we're just done,
yeah, we should just.
if we're just over with it, then I might as well just go then.